Alright, this was a request for Trans and Pan with a forest theme. And for some of my longer viewers, you know that when I find an idea that I really like that I haven't done before, I tend to squeeze it into a lot of the ones that it fits. So I did do the flower tree again, sort of a centerpiece of the forest. Now, a lot of this first, 3 minutes is gonna be just the flowers. It forever. I did try to make this one stand out a bit since it was still a pink flower, similar to the demi girl one I did. So for this one, the centers of the flowers are yellow, and instead of having a dark gray outline, it had a dark pink outline. That being said, that's not the only place I use those colors, since I figured I'd use it as a sort of the base for those, and then it would leave the yellow and pink open for all the other trees in the forest. And at some point, I do change the color of the trunk for the tree, though that was completely accident. I didn't realize I had done something. I had done it at first, but I did end up liking it, so I didn't change it back. You'll see towards the end, because that's when I realized I'd actually did it. So the way I decided to go about doing this, in order to make the trees to make it easier on myself while also making it look random, was every few times I'd copy and paste a patch of flowers in different spots and layer them in different ways, and then I'd go in and fill in a small section with randomly drawn ones, sort of like I'm doing now. I'll go find a little patch that's completely empty and fill it in, and then I'd go back to a different spot and draw a little patch of flowers and copy and paste them around the tree to give it a somewhat unique look while still saving me the time of having to draw a few hundred flowers. I don't know exactly how many there is, and I am not counting. But overall, this one turned out really cute. Sorry for my voice. I'm going through a hell of an allergy series right now. It's been awful. But overall, I do really like this one. I definitely like how the center tree turned out, especially after I changed the trunk color. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look on the outline of all the white, you can see what happened. But I can't really see it at the moment, but I could definitely see it when I was drawing and when I was transferring the video over to YouTube Studio. Man, this took forever. How much longer do I have here? So after I finished up all the leaves, I go in, add some different colored trees in the background. Like I said, I wanted the big center one to be, well, the center, and then I added the other ones in the background, taking up more space, trying to give it that look of, oh, you're in a foresty area. It's not completely full of trees. It's got a mix of different shapes and sizes. But man, I took forever to do all the flowers. But I don't know exactly when I changed the color of the trunk, because it, again, was accidental. I didn't realize it. But you'll see in a second what I mean. I'm almost done with the leaves. I wanted to make it look like there were gaps in the flowers, like there are in actual trees. When you look up at them, you can see the sky through the leaves. But I kept feeling like I was leaving too much space and that I needed to cut back on it, so I kept going in and adding more. Pretty sure this is the last little bit of flower. Nope, I added one more. Yep, go in and patch up a few of the holes. Fill in a few more spaces. Oh, why did it get all blurry all of a sudden? I hope it didn't blur out for y'all. See, what happened was I had accidentally used the paint bucket and painted behind the original white of the tree. And I think it actually looks really nice. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I might try it again at some point, but depending on what y'all think. And then I decided to do a callback to the first time I did trans and have two little